Welcome to Fright Night. For real.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We're ready to rock and roll with part 2 of the after party for Bloody Summerfest. And Steven, thank you for being here, man. We appreciate you taking the time to jump on over here from your stream, which was so much fun. Great conversation. Corey Anders here as well. And
Absolutely, man. Looking forward to it.
yeah, man. I mean, we're going to continue the party. Congratulations to DJ Jack and Erica. And thank you guys for being here in the chat. A blanket hello to everyone. And what we're going to do, we still have our raffles that we have here. Again, for a chance at the Wheel of Prizes. And also, we have the grand prize of being on the panel alongside us for a stream, which, again, is a huge thing. We're so happy to, kind of be doing that for this fest, which is a very special thing that we usually only have for, the members, man. So it's special. It really, really is.
It is.
So we have our ticket, basically explaining everything. And Stephen, if you'd like to kind of go over what we have for raffle number 1 and the grand prize.
Absolutely. So for the first raffle, guys, it is a $5 super chat. Will earn you a raffle ticket that gets you entered for 1 entry into the raffle. And for the first raffle prizes are, well, there are multiple prizes you could win on the random prize wheel. So it will be a surprise for you and for us because the random wheel will pick the winner and the prize the winner gets.
That's right.
Yes. So get those super chats rolling. $5 get you in.
Yeah, man. And that also includes gifted memberships, and of course,
It does.
You guys know that we also appreciate gifted memberships to help strengthen the community and so forth.
Yes.
But like I said last week, there's more. The grand prize, as we mentioned, if you send in a $10 super chat, you get an entry for the opportunity to be on the panel as our guest. And like you mentioned on your stream, Stephen, and I forgot to mention this as well. You don't have to be on camera. You can just have your image on screen. That way you can actually just speak. And
just like me. There you go.
Just like that.
That's all you got to do.
That's right. So yeah, I mean, we're excited about that. So again, guys, we hope that you guys have enjoyed the fest. It's been a lot of fun, and kind of, to piggyback off where we left off on Steven's stream. The big thing for us is just trying to do different things. We also have the opportunity for new members. If you're not a Patreon member or if you're not a YouTube channel member, if you become one, you get a chance to get our autographed poster and
Heck
it's
yeah.
actually for a lower price, not $15, but 12. Right, Steven?
That's right. Think about that. It's only $12. And when Knight and I talked about this in
Yeah.
Coriander, we kind of walked through how can we kind of help give you a bonus. Almost it's like a bonus for your becoming a member
Yeah.
or a patron, because not only do you get all the perks of being a member and a patron, whichever, all the benefits that you're going to get that anyway. But we thought, hey, look, let's take our autograph poster that's $15 and reduce it by $3. And you can think of it like offsetting your membership that you spent to join tonight.
That's right.
It's getting $3 back from an amazing, what I think is an amazing, I'll say it, autograph poster for the channel. It's a dual channel poster that we've
Yes.
autographed, guys. It's signed, autographed. It's a virtual poster. Look at this thing. I personally, sure, I'm biased, but I think it looks great. I
Yep.
really do. And so there you go, guys. It's on the table, and we wanted to do that for everyone who joins. Listen, if you joined Patreon tonight, you need to put it in the chat and say, Patreon, just join Patreon so that we know. Okay. And then if you're a channel member, or if you become a channel member, hit that join button right now on my channel. Obviously, we'll see it. We'll see it on stream. So we'll know exactly when you do that. So consider it, and consider it our gift back to you for $3 off.
That's right.
Yep.
Well said, man. Well said. And again, we're really excited, about, these prizes because, again, we're just doing things a little bit differently. And also to say, for the Patreon platform, we have a lot more freedom to do different things that we can't do on YouTube, which we've already experienced those. We've had a couple of awesome hangouts and watch parties, and we've had a lot of new people come onto the Patreon platform. And I've also found that it's a bit easier to communicate with you guys. We have a chat system on there that's also free, and people are able to communicate with each other a bit easier. But when we did our watch parties, I actually played the movie on screen for folks, and it was also available to folks, so you don't have to rent it unless you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been fun, so definitely consider that. And I also wanted to give a shout out last week. Near the end of the stream, or it may not have been near the end of the stream, but I didn't get the notification for it at the time. But we had our good friend Travis, who became a channel member on the Patreon, and I really
All
wanted to
right.
give a shout out to Travis. He became a member of the franchise fans level, which is absolutely banana pancakes, man. I mean, I was like, wow, that's crazy. But shout out to Travis. We appreciate it. It helps us to do what we do, helps us to do more. So thank you guys for all the support. And you know what? I want to thank Sarah for coming in, starting this thing off.
Yeah, there we go.
$10 super chat. But guess what? It's not a $10 super chat for Sarah alone, Stephen. She said one for me and one for the wig master herself, Julie. Please. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, so they're each going to get an entry into the raffle one. That's fantastic.
Yes. This is the type of stuff that it never gets old to me.
Nope,
It's like
nope.
it's so kind. Just like when folks do gifted memberships, that kind of comes out of the blue a lot of times for people. It's just cool to see, man. It's very kind and generous. So, Sarah, thank you so much. We appreciate the support. Thank you for being here and helping to moderate, and always just doing a great job. And Julie as well. So we have both of you ladies down for the first raffle, $5 raffle entry for each of you guys. And you know what? Let's play a super chat clip,
Yeah.
just to kind of start this party off the right way. We won't be on for a long time tonight, so guys, this is the time to get in there and get your raffles all set
Yes.
up, your entries. But let's play a clip, and Stephen, sometimes when you're watching something, you have no clue what what you saw. And
Yes.
it just might look like this.
Whoa, bro. All right, now
Good
hold
for
on a minute,
you.
man. Hold on a
Good for
second.
you.
Shut the front door. Hold on a minute. I got to clarify something here, man. Did I just see this crazy creature's backside on the front side, or did I see this crazy creature passing gas through his belly button?
Look, man. Look.
I don't know what I saw.
I don't know what to say. I mean, if we get a chance, we'll play it again. If we get other entries, that's
I'm
all
just
I'm
posing the
saying, man.
question, man. That's all. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm gonna put it in the chat too. Tell me what you think. Were we watching his backside on the front, or are we watching his stomach passing gas?
That's right.
That's all I want to know.
Yeah, man.
We'll
Uh,
examine it closer in the next super chat.
that's right. Thank you so much, Sarah. We appreciate it. And look, let's continue our conversation too, while folks continue to get settled up in here. We were talking
Sure.
about franchises, and we were talking about
Mhm.
um, old school franchises, new franchises, and so forth. Here's my question to the chat, and I guess we can pose it to ourselves, although I kind of know the answer that we have. For you guys in the chat, and just write out a simple statement, so that we can, read it quickly or what have you. We can't get to everyone, but obviously, if you send in a super chat, we'll make sure that you're at the front of the line. But with horror movies, do you enjoy the old school films more
Mhm.
than new horror? And when I say new, I'm
Mhm.
talking within, I don't know, Stephen, what do you think? I'd say in the last 5 years, I'd say maybe new.
You could do 5. I think if you really wanted to push it, you could do 10. But
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
I'm
10.
good with 5. I mean, 5's good. It works too. Yeah, 5.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we could say 5 to 10. You know what I
Sure.
mean? But
Yeah,
because we kind of started this conversation a little bit.
we did.
Should we be bringing back these legacy franchises, such as I Know What You Did Last Summer? Now, of course, legacy franchises, and all of us really enjoy a lot of these legacy franchises. So that includes
Mhm.
Scream, that
Yep.
includes Halloween, that
Yep.
includes Friday the 13th, that includes Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that
Mhm.
includes it should include Final Destination as well. And I will
Absolutely.
say Bloodlines was awesome. It includes Saw. So
Mhm.
what do you guys think? Should we really still continue to bring these franchises back, or should we try to move forward? And for you guys in the chat specifically, you know,
Mhm.
do you enjoy the old school films more so than the new? How about you, Coriander?
Ah, oh man, you know what? Even to this, I find myself going back to old school.
Yeah.
I watch it and rewatch it. And I'm trying to think of like how many newer movies I've watched over and over. I mean, for the channel we have,
Mhm.
but like on my own,
Yeah.
I always, I'm a old school girl, I guess, man.
But that being said, do you think that they should bring back old school franchises? Because you were saying that
Dude,
they probably should.
dude. Now this is a different question. You're talking old school horror. Now you're talking about bringing back franchises.
Yeah.
No,
So
it depends,
it
dude.
depends. Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
and all
we
of our
all want
preferences.
Friday the 13th. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yes.
Right. Mhm.
You
Well,
know,
Nightmare on Elm Street too, right, Corey?
um, uh, sure. As long as Freddy's scary, I'm always up for a scary Freddy. You
Mhm.
give me a.
I think they learned their lesson.
I hope so
Yes.
Well,
because
look at the
Yes.
remake.
I'm not
He
on
wasn't.
board.
He
Yeah.
wasn't funny in that one.
No, I'm not on board with any jokester.
Right.
And yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know what else I was going to say. But yeah.
No, that's a good answer. how about you, Stephen? I mean, how do you look at it? And I know, as you know, for all of us that do this, you know, it's kind of an interesting question because you know we cover
Mm-hmm.
old school and new horror films. But how about you, Stephen? Do you enjoy the old school films more than the newer? And like I said, new could be within the last 5 to 10 years.
I do. I find myself definitely enjoying
Ooh,
old
you were cutting
school.
out there.
Can you hear me?
Yep, it sounds a little off
Is
though.
it? Is
Now
it?
it is good.
Is
It's
that
good
good?
now. Yep.
Okay. Man, I just bought these things not long ago. I hope my mic's not going out. Um, so for me, it's definitely more of old school. What I go back to. There's nostalgia for it in me, you know, and but just the movies themselves, I tend to. Now, it's not to say I don't. I mean, look, there's been some great new movies in the last 5 years. I mean, *Malignant*, *Smile
Right.
2*,
Yep.
*Thanksgiving*. I could keep going on with
Barbarian.
*Instance*. I mean, there's a lot of movies that were really good in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm with Coriander. I think when it was just me, not as a content creator, discussion. If it's just me hanging out, I'm going to turn on a horror movie. I'm curious about the new ones, and if it's a good premise, I will watch it.
Mm.
Right? Um, but I usually will watch something I've already seen. That's just like that's my jam. Like we go back to Urban Legend and Valentine and Screams and the Saw one and going back even further. We could go back further with Wes Craven films and others. That
Right.
there's a comfort factor to it for me. you know. But I think there have been some great movies made, and I will always support as best as my ability horror when they come out, the new films.
Yeah.
Unless it's just ridiculous, like something I'm like, no way. But
Right.
I'm not gonna watch Winnie the Pooh. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it.
Oh,
Um,
I am
Bambi,
crocheting Winnie the Pooh right now.
are you really? I've never
I
seen either
really
one of them.
am.
Well, he's talking about the horror movie that was released.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
horror version.
this is just an order I'm doing, and I'm just yeah. It's funny you said Winnie the Pooh because that's what it's about.
Yeah,
Right.
that's awesome. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I would say lean towards old school, but I still appreciate the new stuff and like a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. You know, I think for me, it's a tough one because going back 5 or even 10 years, if we go back 10 years, you know, that we've got, you know, we increased that number of new films I think are great. You know,
Yeah.
you've got Conjuring movies in there, you've got
Hmm.
Insidious movies in there, um,
True.
you've got Jordan Peele movies in there,
Hmm.
and you know, and a lot of these films, and *Malignant*, of course, like you said, and you know, I've watched a lot of these movies a lot. You know, I mean, the old school has the nostalgia. Um, so there's no doubt that I enjoy the old school quite a bit.
Hmm.
I do think, and someone in the chat had said it, and by the way, hey to everyone in the chat again, everyone that's coming in. But, you know, there was a lot of charm to, you know, a lot of those older films, especially in the
Yeah.
80s that I enjoyed. But
Oh yeah.
I will say this, and part of it is also, you know, because of YouTube, but I think it's a good thing. You know, I've really opened my mind a lot on newer films because, you know, you're kind of looking for those new special movies, you know, like The
Hmm.
Conjuring or like Hereditary or *Malignant* or *Barbarian* or
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
yeah, or *Thanksgiving*, or in my opinion, you know, *Companion* or *Hard Eyes*. So
Hmm.
I definitely lean more towards old school as far as nostalgia. But I do think, you know, if we talk about franchises and bringing franchises back, I'm still open to it. Um, I do want to see new things, but unfortunately, and you guys in the chat, let me know what you think. I think unfortunately, the general audience, and it's us too, the horror community, these movies just don't get the support that, let's say, Halloween Ends gets. You know, and of course there was
Yep.
a lot of flaws in that film, but people went out to see it because it's a Halloween film. us included.
Absolutely.
Um,
Sure.
so it's a conundrum because we hear it all the time here too in comments, live streams. Stop making the same thing. Okay, well, we've got new movies, but they're not being supported. So why would studios make these new movies when they're not getting supported? You know what I mean, Stephen?
That's right. I mean, it's a much better or easier to cash in on the name.
That's right.
I mean, you got a name like Halloween. Oh my gosh, it's instant seats, people in seats. It's
That's right.
happening. And you get a new movie that's in the original kind of film, like Instance, for example, which I think more of an exception to the rule. But you get something really creative, right? That's no history.
Yes.
And studios, I think, are more reluctant. I really do. I think they obviously it happens. Like I say, Hard Eyes and Companion are good examples. Instance, Malignant, although that's James Wan, so that's a little different. But
Yes.
that's a little different. I won't put it in that category. But I do think studios are more reluctant to take a chance when they say, hey, if they own the IP, right? If they own the IP to Halloween, and you get some new guy that's written a great movie and it's about a Halloween story, it's not Michael Myers, it's a Halloween story, it's something different. Which
Mhm.
would you rather do, guys? Would you rather, as a studio head, you're looking at this? I mean, I could roll the dice with this new guy or this new script and say, let's go with that. But you know what? I've also got a script written for Halloween, whatever
Yes.
they're going to call it, and I can only do one. And I got the IP rights. I'm doing Halloween
Yes. Yep.
every day. So I
Yep.
think that hurts a lot for the newer creations, the original stuff.
Yep. And I'm gonna put something in the chat. I'm gonna put a poll up, uh,
Hmm.
and we're gonna see what people are gonna choose. Um,
Yeah.
let's see, a legacy franchise film or a brand new horror film. Let's have you guys vote in the poll, and let's see what people will pick. I said, which would you rather see, a
Okay.
legacy franchise film
Hmm.
or a brand new horror film? And I'll be curious to see what gets picked. But you know what will get picked tonight, Stephen?
Tell me, brother. Hit me with it.
Erica coming in with a $5 super
Hey,
chat. Thank you, Erica. Here we go.
that
You
gets
are
picked every time. Good job, Erica.
Thank you, thank you. Saying supporting the horror circle and spreading that horror love. No prize needed because I don't know what to pick on my last prize. Praying over the Erica, we can help you with it. We are professionals.
We are.
Trust me. I think that that is a great prize. When we were putting the prizes together, we were thinking, man, that's a really
Mhm.
good one because we have people
Yes.
that will kind of suggest things all the time. If I had
Dude.
if I had enough videos, if for every time someone suggested something, I'd have easily over a couple hundred videos easily,
Easy, easy.
easily. So we can help
Yep,
you with it.
we can.
We can help you. But
And
thank you
here's
for
the
the
other thing,
super chat.
Ignite, if I can just add,
Yeah,
the other thing I want to remind Erica is that remember, this is a random prize wheel.
yeah,
So that doesn't mean you're going to get necessarily get to pick a second tier, a tier. You could get a whole different prize.
that's true.
So I wouldn't give it away yet. I would wait. No, no, it's your call. But I
Yeah,
personally would wait because you never know what's going to land on.
that's right.
So think about it.
Yep. And you know what else that should be thought about? It's DJ coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, DJ. Saying horror movies, aka franchises, will only be as good as the writers and directors. My thoughts only. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. Look, man, it's got to be a good story. It's got to be well written, and
Yes.
then it has to be executed by the director. You know, those are two huge parts of whether or not the film will be any good, in my opinion.
Oh, man, And I don't want to rush in front of Coriander, so I'll let Coriander go, and I'll go last. 'Cause I don't want to jump in and cut her off.
Okay, yeah. What do you think when you think about movies in general, horror movies or franchises? It doesn't really matter. DJ
Hmm.
was saying it's only going to be as good as the writer and the director.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
And the actors.
and the actors. That's true too. You got to have the
Hmm.
actors. That's true.
Yeah, man. But
Hmm.
definitely.
Yeah. How about you, Steven?
Yeah, I mean, nothing has really brought this home to me in recent time than Scream 5 and 6.
Mm, okay.
And I have nothing to say critically about Matt and Tyler directing. They did what they do. They just take what's on the page. They don't add to it. They don't change it. They just say, page 2, here it is. We're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
But the writing just shouted out to me, especially at 6, honestly. But
Hmm.
both movies really. Um, I I never, and I shouldn't say I never. I guess I'd forgotten. I hadn't thought about how important that really is, and I'm telling you right now, that writing it makes or breaks that movie. You can have the perfect execution of directing, acting, stunts, cinematography, score,
Yeah.
and if that story is not good, that writing has got holes in it. It just brings the whole thing down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I agree with DJ. I think that and Coriander in terms of actors, they got to be hitting it too. But I really think the writing's number one for me.
Yeah. No, I
Hmm.
agree. I mean, it's essential as part of that equation that makes it work, man. Thank you so much, DJ. We appreciate that super chat. And my good buddy Eric's in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Saying uh, people are tired of Hollywood making 25 Halloween movies, but they won't take a chance on a new horror film in theaters. If the new ones don't make money, we'll be stuck with the same stuff. Absolutely, that's what we've been saying, man. It's crazy um, that you know we're in this situation, um, but we are. We really are, and it's unfortunate, but again, man, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It is
I
what it
know.
is. We just gotta support the good
Unfortunately,
horror.
it's true. Honestly, we can't control anything except supporting the movie, buying a ticket, streaming it, paying for it, buy it on digital format, whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Outside of that, it's out of our hands, unfortunately.
that's right. It's
Yeah,
true, man. Thank you so much, Eric. That was a good comment. We
it
appreciate
was.
it, no doubt.
Eric's a good
Um,
guy. I mean, I like Eric. Eric's
he's
cool.
all right. He's
He's
all
all
right.
right. He's
He
all
is
right.
all right. You know what else is all right? Hollywood guy coming in with a $5 super
Hey,
chat.
that
Thank
is
you.
all right.
Thank you so thank you so much, man. We've got you down in our
Woohoo!
raffle. All right, so you get a chance to get on the wheel of prizes, uh, along with DJ and Julie and Sarah and Eric.
That's right.
And Hollywood guy is saying I prefer the older horror movies like the 70s, 80s, but the newer stuff is a hit and miss. Evil Dead 2024 was fantastic, others not so much. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, you just never know. It's kind of like again, it's hit and miss, but I'm open to things because, like I said, every once in a while you get a companion. You get a Nosferatu. You get a Hard Eyes. You get a Thanksgiving. You get a Hereditary.
Yeah.
You get an
Hmm.
Insidious. You get a well, Conjuring. Those movies are we're talking 10 years plus now, but you get what I'm saying. You get a Final Destination
Totally.
Bloodlines.
Right.
You know, and who would have thought? Let me ask you guys this too. Hopefully, you voted. You're voting in the poll. But when you think about horror franchises, and I don't think a lot of people. I know we've talked about it a lot because we've talked about each entry except for Bloodlines. But a lot of people don't talk about Final Destination as a great franchise, and I feel as though Final Destination with Saw together really carried the 2000s for horror in a way.
They did.
I
They
mean,
did.
every every October, they said if it's October, it's Saw. If it's Halloween, it's
Yep.
Saw. And I
Yep.
saw all of them in the theater, and I think Final Destination as well carried the 2000s for horror when
Mhm.
slashers were not in vogue.
Now,
Imagine that, a time when slashers were not in vogue. That actually might have been, if you think about it, the first time in 20 years that slashers, weren't in vogue. Well, actually, yeah, 20 years, because if you think about Halloween in 78, all the way up to just
Scream.
past Scream,
Yeah.
I Know What You Did Last Summer and Urban Legends. So we had a 20-year run
Mhm.
of fantastic slasher goodness, and
True.
then it was gone. And you know why?
Mhm.
Because no one, the money. There was no money. So
Can't
that,
get it right.
that
Yeah, money.
yeah, so it kind of ties into what we've been talking about as far
That's
as
right.
just supporting um, horror movies. In this case, I'm talking about slashers. But
Mhm.
Final Destination, I think, is a fantastic franchise. All 6 movies are good. I'd say 5 of them are the really good ones.
Yeah, I do
And
too.
and at least 2 or 3 of them I think are great.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
There's one I could live without, but
Yep.
the rest of them, I like them all. And like you
Yep.
say, 3 of them I think are the best of the best.
Yep. That's right.
Hmm.
You know what else is the best of the best?
Hit me.
Russell Dorsey coming in, gifting a
Hey.
membership. Thank you so
Okay,
much, brother.
Knight, I got to tell you something. I just peeked to see who won this. Now, let me tell you,
Okay.
this, you know how sometimes it's just your night? Like it's just everything's flowing together?
Yeah.
Well, on my stream, we did part 1.
Yeah.
Paula won a membership. Well,
Ooh,
I guess what? Russell Dorsey's membership went to Paula. She got both channel memberships tonight.
really?
Yes,
What?
Paula won the membership on the same night.
Wow.
So, Paula, you just hit the jackpot for memberships.
Holy moly.
So,
It's like Christmas over here.
it is. I swear, Santa Claus is on Paula's house rooftop
And you know
right
who
now.
else is on the rooftop right now?
Mm.
This guy.
I mean, oh gosh.
All right. So thank you. Thank you so much, Russell. Sarah Singh. I always think I want a new horror, but I find it easier to be disappointed by them. I
Mm.
find comfort in the familiar with the legacy franchises. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I understand.
especially when they bring back legacy characters, it really makes it feel like you're kind of connecting to the past
There
again.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Um, and you know what else is in the past but means a lot tonight?
Mm.
Oliver coming in with a super chat. Thank you so much, man.
Okay,
Appreciate it. $2
Oliver.
super chat. Oliver, you almost made it into the raffle here. He's saying the I'm gifting my prize win to Paula. Okay, now did you win?
Hmm.
Okay.
Did he win on my tonight on my channel?
I'm not sure. I don't have him
I
down. Oliver,
don't
let
think he
us know.
won.
Let us know what you're talking about there, because I don't have
Yeah.
you down. But let, let, let us know. We appreciate you though, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you too, Sarah, saying not the candy cane sniffer. That's right. You never know.
Always the candy cane sniffer. I love him.
Always, always. And guys, right now, we are at 4 super chats. We got our goal up, and we're almost halfway there, guys. So let's
Ooh.
go. Let's go.
Let's go, guys. We can do this. I know you can do it.
If we can hit the goal, we will be doing a special watch party hangout stream this weekend. That's what we're going to be doing.
Ooh,
So let's
fun.
go, guys. And Oliver said I won a live stream last week. Yeah, Oliver, and you gifted it to Jen.
That went to Jen. Yep.
Yeah, and we told Jen about it on.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the next night? Yes, it was the next night.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
We've already
Yeah.
notified her of your
Yeah.
gifting it to her. So
Yeah.
that was sweet of you to
So
do that. But
it was, and he's coming
yep.
in with another $2. Dude, you're $1 away from a raffle spot. Come on.
Yeah, I know. That's oh dang, bro. You could have
Let's
almost got the
go.
raffle, man.
He says,
So
I won the
close.
last. Yes. Yeah, that was the one that you gifted to Jen.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
There you go.
So yep. Jen
All right.
appreciates it. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, she was actually on the stream when we announced it. And I thought you were there, Oliver. Huh.
I don't
I
recall.
thought he was, but maybe not.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure it out. I don't know. Sorry, Oliver. I don't remember.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, just message us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Message Steven
Yeah.
tonight on Instagram or myself.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, look, let's see where we're at with the poll. And we've got, let's see, wow, 41% saying they'd rather see a legacy franchise film, 59% saying a brand new horror film.
Really?
Well, there you go.
Wow. Okay, guys.
Well, wow.
Going for
There
the
it
new
is.
stuff. Mm-hmm.
There it is. It's close. I mean, we got 17 votes. I mean, definitely, if you
That's
haven't
true.
voted, please vote in the poll. We definitely
Yeah.
want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, Stephen, with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
again, still on this whole idea, what do you think is going to be the next couple years of horror? Do you see them going in new film directions, or do you see them to continue to lean into the legacy franchises?
Well, I
Or will it be neither? Maybe it'll be neither. Maybe horror will start to kind of have a downturn, which we've seen that before.
Yep. We have. I'm really pray that's not the case. That's worst case DEFCON 4, man, because if we get into that slump we got to in the early 90s where you could barely get a Halloween movie in a theater because there was nobody was supporting slashers, and so many were direct to video movies that were coming out in that time. And
That's right.
Scream, remember that? And Scream totally revitalized the slasher. I don't want to see that happen. I don't think it will, because I do think we have a lot of movies that have been really good, and the box office will reign supreme in the studios. Remember that, guys. We can have a brilliant film, and and we talked about it earlier. If the box office sales aren't there, they're gonna move on. They're not gonna
That's
bring.
right.
They're just not. And so, not to be a dead horse, but it does kind of fall on as a horror community to help drive the ship. And
Mhm.
I promise you, if we drive the ship and support these films and the studio it makes money,
Yep.
they won't make more money. They'll make a sequel because let's
That's
go
true.
again. So I think it's going to tonight, to me, the whole thing rests on what's going to sell in the box office these next 2 years. And if it's the slashers, if we can get the Hard Eyes, the Thanksgivings, right? Companion, which is a little different original movie. It's a different thing, but if we can get these movies to continue to do well, if we, like Thanksgiving 2, all eyes on that. The Saw movie, the next Saw movie, which I don't know when it's going to be, but as soon as James Wan can get a script and get that thing done, get it out as quickly as possible,
Right.
that's good. I mean, those will help us. So I think my answer is I really am saying cautious territory.
Mm.
Tread carefully,
Yeah.
because I don't know yet what to anticipate. I don't have a vibe yet for me, but we've had enough good movies in the last 5 years alone that says horror is not dead at all. It's strong.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to go dark in the next 2 years. I really don't think we're there yet. But if we don't support the films, we could be there in 2 years.
Yeah.
I could see that. Scream's living on. It's going. I mean, all these things are helping, but it's going to really determine: do we get a Hard Eye sequel? Fingers crossed. Do we get a companion sequel? Fingers crossed. If we get one of those, I think it's a win, and
I
that'd be
agree.
huge. So, I know Megan 2.0, I'm hearing did not meet expectations in the
Mhm.
box office. At this point, that's not good. But
No, it's not. And
that's not
they
good.
and they were trying to build a franchise, the strength
Yes,
of the first film.
that's right.
And I obviously we haven't seen it, but
Same. I haven't seen it
it
either.
was very peculiar that they made such a pivot with the
Hmm.
concept.
Right.
It
Yes.
totally went down the road of like Terminator 2, and much more action, and kind of
Hmm.
uh, this campy vibe
But it
versus the
looks like
horror of the first one.
yes. And the first one, it hit on all cylinders, man. I thought it was for a PG-13 movie.
Yeah,
It did fantastic, and
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I wish it would have been rated R so they could have gored it. We
that's
got
right.
the gore up, but
Hmm.
hey, they did such a good job. It was a smart movie, and I thought it was done so well. And again, I haven't seen 2.0. I'm just going off what I've heard, right?
Right.
So, but to take such a strong direction away from the first movie,
Hmm.
that seems to me you want to do that on your fifth or sixth sequel when you're running out of ideas.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, I would expect that much later if they got that far.
Yeah,
But two, to me, in any sequel, two needs to be. It needs to be not a copycat movie, but it needs to follow the formula that got you there. Dance with who brought you.
that's right.
And if you decide to change dancing partners and change it, you don't know. Good luck. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and you
So
gotta you gotta understand the assignment, which is why I think like
yeah,
Final Destination Bloodlines, it worked because
I still
it's
haven't
it.
seen it.
Yeah, no, I won't spoil it, but
Yeah,
and you gotta see it too, bro, because I
I
know
got
you'll
to see
enjoy it.
it.
But it understood its assignment. It worked within the mythology of the franchise while also doing new stuff.
Mm,
And I'm not saying that's easy to do. It's not. It's a tricky balance, but like you can't have a sequel or franchise coming in with a new movie, and not give the people what they want. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm not saying that the whole
Right.
thing has to be a carbon copy of the
Right.
previous film,
Mhm.
and I'm not saying you got to cater to audiences per se, but you can't
Mhm.
you can't just totally flip it all the way on its other side, because
Agreed.
then it's almost like, well, you're losing everything that brought people to the franchise in the first place. you
It's a
know
bait and switch if you think about it.
yeah, it is. It is. um, and Sarah saying, I hate when this happens. The first movie comes out, people love it, so they try to go bigger and better with the sequel, and they end up losing the thing that made the first one special. Well said.
Hey, can I just add on that as an
Sure.
example of the opposite of that is Scream 2. Wes did a masterful sequel, man.
Yeah,
It really all the things from the first movie that you loved was there.
that's
And
right.
Wes didn't try to get crazy and Kevin and just, take it off to some craziness. They did they knew what people liked and they did it again and it made just as much as the first movie.
Yep,
So, yeah.
it's true. So true, man. Now, I want to catch up with you guys a little bit too in the chat. Again, the poll showed that 55% of folks
Mhm.
want to see brand new horror, and 44% want to see a legacy franchise film. So, I mean, really, in essence,
Mhm.
it's almost 50-50.
Yep.
which is kind of what I thought it was going to be. And I, and I'm not criticizing that, but I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
is that, and kind of like what Eric said earlier in his comment, we have to be okay with some things being recycled, because that's ultimately what going down that path with legacy franchises can bring, um, fair or not, um, is just the way that it is. So real quick,
Okay.
uh, Stella saying with all the series coming out like Derry, Carrie, Crystal Lake, seems like they're all going that way. Yeah, look, legacy stuff is the cream of the crop. It's the cream of the crop,
Mm-hmm.
and all we can do is hope. Um, all we can do is hope that it's good.
I
Yeah,
know. I know, bro. It's our hope with unbated breath, man.
yeah,
Yes. And that's another thing too, I think that we don't talk about a whole lot in general is that these these series that are coming out, they might breathe new life into these legacy franchises, and they could, if they're successful enough, they could get us a new movie.
that's right.
Yeah, it could work the other way too. Instead of movie to series,
It's
series
true.
to movie. It's possible. But
Yeah,
again, it all comes down to just telling your friends, hey, be sure you watch this. Your friends and family that like horror. Hey, let's go together. Let's all go to the theater and watch it if you're in the same town.
yeah,
Whatever we can do to support it, whether it's through streaming, buying the movie digitally when it comes out, renting it, anything we can do to show contribution financially. Studio looks at everything. They're counting those dollars.
yep. You know it. You
Mm-hmm.
know it. Okay, guys. Now, real quick too, and just to remind folks, we still have a little bit more time. We're going to be spinning the wheel soon, but we still do have our $5 raffle, and we'll be seeing who gets the opportunity to be on the wheel of prizes.
That's awesome.
And
It's a
yeah,
great
man.
wheel. It's a great wheel to be on.
Yes, 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 yes. So if you haven't already, now's the now's the
Wow.
time to get your super chat in. We've got a couple from some folks. We've got a couple folks on that wheel, so it won't be a lot of folks.
Your odds
But
are really good to win.
that's right.
So,
That
guys,
is
let's get it
right.
in, guys. Come on. You love prizes. Who doesn't like to win a prize? I mean, I love to win prizes, when I can. And
Very true.
this is a great opportunity because you're not up against 1,000 people right now. So that means your odds are better. And remember, we saw on my stream multiple entries, not guarantees, but it increases your odds a lot to win. So
That is right.
if you think, hey, I've already submitted, I've already got a ticket, don't stop
Yep.
there, man. Go send another ticket because you're increasing your chances already.
Yeah.
So yeah, we put a lot of hard work just because this is the end of our bloody summer fest. And Knight has said it, and we've talked about it, and we're not saying it in a how great are we or how woe are we, whichever way you look at it.
Hmm.
But the honest truth is that we put a lot of work into this Summerfest, and I
Yep,
hope you
we
guys
did.
have. It's true, man. We've put a lot of effort, and I hope you guys have seen that, and I hope you've enjoyed it because it was for you. It's for you guys that we're doing it, and because we love to be with you, we love to spend time with you, and watch movies and have parties and games. And so, one of the ways that helps us and encourages us to continue these type of events that we do together as a joint
Woohoo!
venture is with super chats and ticket raffles, and but we want to give you something back. That's why we do the raffles, because we want you to get a prize potentially as well, instead of just not only supporting the fest, but you have a chance to win. So
That's
I
right.
just want to, as I know we're getting down to the wire here in a little bit, I just want to say, guys, if you want a chance to win a really cool prize or be on a panel with us, which is the grand prize raffle, you can still do it now, but you got to send them in because we're your super chats, because they're, hey, night, not to take over, but let's put that on the screen. Let's show them again
Yeah.
while I'm talking about it real fast, if you could. I mean, here you go, guys. For a $5 super chat, that's it. Just $5. Cup of coffee. It's cheaper than a Netflix subscription. I mean,
Ain't that the truth?
it's true, man. They keep getting more expensive,
I
but
know.
$5, bro. Seriously, that's all, and it gets you an entry to win multiple prizes on the wheel, and just a $10. Now, $10, you might be able to get a Happy Meal and a milkshake these days
Yeah,
at
maybe.
McDonald's, if you're lucky.
Yeah,
But you know what? You can earn something very unique and what we feel is very special, spending time together on the panel. Camera
absolutely.
on, like me, like I'm waving at you. You can be like that, or you can be like this and just talking with us and sharing the moment. You don't have to be seen by anybody. So there you go. I
There
just
you
want to
go.
say this is winding down and it'll be over soon.
That is
So
right.
here's your last chance. You want to get it in now, guys. And we
Well,
appreciate your support.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. No doubt about it at all. And Sarah, saying this fest has been a
Hey,
blast, especially the after parties. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate
thank you,
that, Sarah.
Sarah. Very
And
encouraging, Sarah.
yeah, and thank you so much for being here and moderating and gifting memberships and sending in super chats and making games and all that. I mean, look, guys. I mean, it's special stuff, and it helps us to to do what we do. So, thank you. All right. Hey, Stella saying Bloody Summerfest has been tons of fun. Well, thank you so much. Hey, we appreciate it. And DJ's here. And Kay, what's going on, Kay? Hope you're having a good night.
Hey, okay.
We appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
And Julie's still here. All right, you guys are all right. Very, very cool. Well,
Very nice.
guys, we're gonna get ready to spin the wheel. Last call. If you'd like to send in a super chat to be part of the raffle for the spin of the wheel, now's the time to do it. Um, and yeah, we appreciate the support. And while we give you guys a quick minute, let's do another super chat clip. And sometimes, Stephen, you just never know what to expect, and it might look. No,
Gosh.
I won't do it, man. No, it might look like this.
Oh no.
Fuck this cowboy shit! We're fine! Fucking hold up, well then there, motherfuckers!
There
Oh man.
it is.
Thanks for not doing the other one. I was so
I
worried.
know.
I said,
I
"Oh no!" I was
know.
getting ready to close my eyes. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right, buddy. You can always
Um,
just when you set it up like that, I know it's coming. I'll be ready for it. It's all good.
the first the first time I played it,
Oh man.
oh, your reaction it just brought me back to sleepaway camp too,
Yes,
bro.
me too. Oh my lord, caught me completely off guard.
It's almost like we never left the porta potty, bro.
Exactly. Just Steven, look, it's in her mouth. I'm like, oh, I will never forget that. Oh, that was a memory. I'm telling you, man.
It was, man. Oh, all
Wow.
right,
And I
guys.
want to go back and watch that just to watch us having fun together.
Bro, it was the
And
funniest thing. I did watch it a couple times.
did you?
And
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun. I did a clip of us. It was a reaction that we did. I don't know if it was to Sleepaway Camp 2 or if it was to Sleepwalkers dude, we did a
Oh,
lot. I kid you not. And by the way,
yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest about it. A lot of our watch
Mhm.
parties, for you guys that are part of the channel membership, they are there. If you are ever bored, and I know some of you guys will say that you are, watch some of these watch parties, man. Watch the movie along with the watch
Seriously.
party. It's like we're watching it all together. And the
Yeah.
reactions and the commentary that we had, I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but it was some hilarious stuff, man. And that includes the fests. All these fests
Oh,
that we've done.
yes.
I think it's been some great commentary.
Mhm.
When we watched, well, I could name off a whole bunch of movies, but the point of it is,
Yeah.
is if you are part of the channel membership, there are tons of our watch parties available only to members. Um,
Mm.
so check them out, guys. It was some fun stuff. If you're bored and you got 90 minutes where you want to have something to do, it's a great way to be a part of the community without necessarily having us right there with you, but in replay fashion we are. So
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
really cool stuff.
Yes, man.
It
Yes,
is.
sir.
It is. And thank you, Kay. We appreciate that.
Oh, thanks, Kay.
Fest has been so much fun. Love this community. Thank you both for doing this. We appreciate it. I mean, again, it's something that we enjoy to do because if we didn't have the joy of it
That's right.
and hanging out with you guys, it wouldn't be something that we'd be able to do at the level that we do. And I
So
know
true.
it's getting late for everyone, and we're going to be spinning the wheel soon. But again, um, that's why we do these things.
Mhm.
Just to connect with all of you guys and have some fun. So
Knight, before we spin the wheel, giving everyone another 2 more minutes to send us your raffle super chats.
yeah,
We've got a lot to think about for our next fest and what it's going to be.
that's
And
true.
I think I can safely say, based on the success of this fest, like we talked about earlier, I think that the folks would like us to do more fests. Let us know in the chat. And I think that we've got a lot of stuff to talk about that people will have a good time with. So
I think so too.
stay tuned, folks, because announcements could come at any time. You never know.
That's it's so true, and we talked about a couple different ideas. So definitely,
Mhm.
guys,
Yep.
stay tuned. You never know.
Hmm.
All right. Let me just make sure I'm caught up to the chat. I'm also making sure that I've got the names of the folks that have
Sure.
sent in super chats to be a part of the raffle. Okay. Yeah, I know. Sarah's naming them. Sleepaway Camp 1 and 2, Tusk, Cujo, all so much fun.
Oh my
It's so
gosh.
true. It's so true. They were great. They were fun. They were great. It really, really was. Seriously. And Kay is saying, yes, more fests in the future. There you go. Well, thank you.
All
We
right.
appreciate that.
Love it. Yep.
It's cool to, like I said, guys, it's always cool to hear you guys just giving us feedback on doing the fest. So
Yep.
without you guys, enjoying them and being a part of it and interacting in it and so forth, we wouldn't have a reason to do it.
That's exactly right. It's true.
Yes. Okay, guys. Well, look, let's spin the wheel and let's see who gets the chance to spin the wheel of prizes. All right, let's bring this up and just give me a quick second. Let's see. Okay, here we are. We've got the folks on the wheel and we are going to spin it. Good luck to everybody. And here we go.
All right, guys. Good luck. Hey, look at there. How about that?
Erica.
Wow, Erica, I'll tell you what, man.
That is so funny. Erica, you're on fire tonight. But
On fire.
can I say one thing though? I'm really happy, for Erica, and I think that
Me too.
one of the reasons why is because obviously Erica lending her mod expertise over from Jake, and we of course appreciate that. Jake, obviously our Lethal Collective brother, and
Yep.
I kid you not, she just has come over, so
Mm-hmm.
positive, so fun,
Yep.
helping out, spreading the love and the joy.
That's
I
true.
mean, wow. I mean,
Amazing.
and she's coming to every stream. It's like, okay, this is awesome stuff, and
So
it's just
great.
it's great to see the community expand like that. So it's nice to see her get a chance to win a couple things. So
It is. Thank you, Erica. You've embraced both of our channels, and you're
yeah,
being there all the time. You're channel member on channels and stuff,
yeah,
and you just support has been amazing. And so I'm so thankful that we got to meet you through Jake.
yeah,
That's how we came
absolutely.
to meet you. So you're amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Erica. And so now we're going to spin the wheel of prizes, and you never know what it could be. It could be,
Yep.
hey, man, it could be a Mickey Mouse doll for all we know. I don't
But
know.
you never
But
exactly.
you,
Oh
you never
Lord.
know. All right, so let's bring up
Hey,
the
look, we've already
wheel of
got Winnie the Pooh and Bambi.
I
It could be
know.
anybody. Pinocchio.
Take your pick. All
Hmm.
right, so here we go with the wheel of prizes. Good luck, Erica. Let's see what you win on this stream. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh wow, that's an awesome prize.
What? Oh man.
Woo!
So Erica, you get to pick a topic of a
Yes.
stream that we will be doing together. Awesome stuff. And kind of like what we talked about earlier, just send me a message. And if you want some help picking a topic, or if you want,
Hmm.
there's some questions definitely on my mind that I'd love to ask you, and that actually might give you a sense of what you should pick. So very cool stuff, man, and big congrats, big congrats. All right. Oh,
Yeah.
well, look at this. Okay, so she's gifting it to Paula. Wow, everybody's
Wow.
gifting. Okay.
Man. Okay then.
All righty. Well, then, Paula, are you here?
Yeah, you still with us,
Wow.
Paula?
All right.
Gotta be present. Let us
Okay.
know.
Yeah, yeah. Let us know if you are here. Okay. Well,
All
then,
right.
Paula, you get to pick a topic. So let me know
Okay.
on Instagram, and then you will be able to pick a topic for a stream. Very cool.
Great.
All
That's
right.
fantastic. Okay.
Well, guys, that is the end of the after party. We've come to the
Oh,
end, and it's been a blast. And as always, man, I'm just happy that we were able to do this. And seriously, it's been so much fun, and a whole new format, and a lot of new fun stuff, new prizes, new ways to get prizes. I think
yeah,
it's
man.
been. I think it's been a lot of fun, man. I think it's been a success, and we appreciate
Uh-huh.
you guys letting us do it.
Yeah. It was a fest that's unique to any other. We
Yeah,
there were a lot of firsts on this fest that we did, and
that's right.
we're gonna look, as Knight says, and I'm gonna say it. We're not ham and egging it. We want to do it the right way, and so as we think about new fest to come, we are going to push ourselves. Coriander, Knight, and me. We're going to continue to push ourselves and to be creative and to think of more amazing ways in our minds that to help you guys have a good time.
Yeah,
So,
man.
yep,
Absolutely.
yep,
Well, guys, as always, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification button. That helps us out. If you're not subscribed to Steven's channel, make sure you do that. We got the link in the chat. We got the
yes,
link in
thank
the
you.
description. And make sure you guys are supporting him. He had a great stream earlier tonight. If you haven't seen that, check out the replay. And
Appreciate it. Yeah, man.
yeah, absolutely, man. That's what we do.
That's what we do. Yes, sir.
Stella says maybe y'all will consider an Oktoberfest. Well, yeah, you never know. You never know.
You never know.
That's all I gotta say.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we haven't got a police force. All right. If you don't understand that, then you're in trouble. So,
Yep.
all right, guys. We will catch you guys next time. Take it easy, and as always, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. See you guys later. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night.